Reaching your 70s is a milestone, a time to embrace the wisdom you've earned and focus on what truly matters. Welcome to one of the most meaningful chapters of your life. This is your moment to reflect on your journey, celebrate your achievements, and make space for joy, peace, and fulfillment. But have you ever considered how holding on to unnecessary things, both physical and emotional, might be weighing you down? In today's video, we'll explore 8 things to let go of after 70 to create a lighter, more peaceful, and truly fulfilling life. Imagine a clutter-free home, meaningful relationships, and a heart filled with positivity and energy. Comment your city below, like this video, and subscribe to our channel for more life-changing advice. Let's build a supportive community together. Now, let's dive into the first thing you need to release for a happier, simpler life: toxic relationships. 1. Toxic relationships. Let's begin with one of the most impactful areas of life: your relationships. By the time you've reached your 70s, you've built a lifetime of connections, some nurturing and uplifting, while others have become sources of stress or negativity. These toxic relationships, whether with friends, family members, or acquaintances, often drain your energy instead of filling your life with joy. While it's natural to hold on to these connections out of habit or obligation, this stage of your life is the perfect time to prioritize your peace and well-being. Toxic relationships can take many forms. It might be a friend who only calls to complain but never asks how you're doing. Perhaps you have a family member who constantly criticizes you, leaving you feeling small or unworthy. Sometimes these toxic dynamics are less obvious, such as a one-sided relationship where you always give but rarely receive. Imagine a neighbor who frequently asks for favors but never offers help in return, or an old colleague who makes you feel invisible during every interaction. These relationships, while not overtly harmful, can still chip away at your happiness over time. The first step in letting go of toxic connections is to evaluate each relationship honestly. Ask yourself, how do I feel after spending time with this person? Energized or exhausted? Once you've identified the relationships that weigh you down, it's time to establish boundaries. For example, if a friend constantly shares negativity, try steering the conversation toward uplifting topics or limiting how often you interact. If a family member's behavior becomes overwhelming, practice saying no or limiting contact to group settings where the dynamic feels less personal. This practice isn't confined to one culture or country. Around the world, people in their later years are rediscovering the importance of surrounding themselves with positivity. For example, in Japan, many older adults join moai groups, support networks that foster meaningful, supportive connections. In rural villages across Europe or Asia, elders often engage in community gatherings where they find strength and companionship among like-minded peers. These practices serve as reminders that it's never too late to seek relationships that enrich your life. Now, imagine your life surrounded by people who genuinely care for you, individuals who bring out the best in you and make every moment more joyful. Your conversations are filled with laughter, shared memories, and support. Letting go of toxic relationships is not about abandoning others. It's about choosing to prioritize your peace and happiness. This is your time to build a community that reflects the life you truly deserve. 2. Physical clutter. Once you've started clearing emotional space by addressing toxic relationships, it's time to turn your attention to your physical surroundings. Over the years, we all accumulate items: furniture, clothes, knickknacks, or sentimental objects. While some of these hold special meaning, many have outlived their purpose. Instead of adding joy, they quietly create stress and clutter, making your living space feel more like a storage unit than a sanctuary. Imagine opening a closet packed with clothes you haven't worn in a decade, or discovering boxes of old tools or cookware collecting dust in the garage. Perhaps you've kept old dishes for special occasions, that never come, or shelves filled with trinkets you no longer even notice. These items may have once served a purpose, but now they sit idle, taking up valuable space. Start by focusing on a single, manageable area. For example, tackle a kitchen cabinet overflowing with mismatched cups and plates. Keep the items you use regularly and donate the rest. Go through your wardrobe and remove clothes that no longer fit or suit your style. Consider that winter coat you haven't worn in years. It could keep someone warm this season if donated to a local shelter. Have an attic filled with children's toys your grandchildren have outgrown? Pass them on to a family or charity where they'll be appreciated. In many cultures, decluttering has become a way to simplify life and find peace. For instance, the Japanese tradition of danshiri encourages people to let go of excess and live more mindfully. Similarly, many retirees worldwide choose to downsize to smaller, more manageable homes where they can focus on comfort and freedom rather than upkeep. Now, picture yourself in a living room that feels open and serene. The shelves display only a few cherished items, like family photos or a beloved keepsake. Your closet contains only clothes you enjoy wearing, making every morning simpler. A tidy home doesn't just feel more organized, it feels lighter, more peaceful, and truly yours. Decluttering is not about erasing the past, but celebrating it while creating space for the life you want now. One drawer, one room, one memory at a time. You can transform your home into a reflection of the calm and joy you deserve. 3. Fear of change. As you let go of toxic relationships and unnecessary physical clutter, another challenge often emerges: the fear of change. Change, no matter how small, can feel intimidating, especially as we grow older. Familiar routines and surroundings bring comfort, while stepping into the unknown can seem overwhelming. Yet, clinging to what feels safe might be holding you back from discovering new joys, experiences, and connections. The idea of change can bring up questions like, what if I fail? What if I can't adapt? These doubts are natural, but it's important to remember that change isn't about perfection. It's about growth. Even in your 70s or beyond, embracing change can open doors to a more fulfilling and vibrant life. Small adjustments can lead to big transformations, helping you rediscover parts of yourself you may have forgotten or ignored. Begin with simple, manageable changes. For instance, if technology feels intimidating, start with one step, like learning how to use a smartphone to video chat with your family. Imagine the joy of seeing your grandchildren's faces light up, even if they're miles away. If physical activity hasn't been part of your routine, consider joining a yoga class designed for older adults. Not only will this improve your flexibility and strength, but it also introduces you to new people who share similar goals. In communities around the world, people are finding creative ways to embrace change in their later years. In some places, retirees take up gardening as a way to connect with nature and stay active. Others explore cultural traditions they never had time to learn earlier, such as cooking new dishes or learning a musical instrument. These activities may seem small, but they serve as powerful reminders that change can bring excitement and purpose at any stage of life. Now, picture yourself diving into something you've always wanted to try, perhaps painting, dancing, or learning a new language. Imagine the pride and happiness that come with mastering a new skill or creating something meaningful. Change isn't an obstacle. It's an opportunity to rediscover the joy of living fully. As you embrace these small shifts, you'll find that stepping into the unknown isn't just manageable. It's deeply rewarding. 4. Negative self-talk and regrets. As you begin to embrace change, it's equally important to address the thoughts and feelings that linger in your mind. Negative self-talk and regrets about the past can quietly chip away at your happiness, making it harder to enjoy the present. These inner voices often remind us of what we didn't do, what we could have done differently, or where we fell short. Left unchecked, they can hold you captive to a version of yourself defined by mistakes instead of growth. Regrets are a natural part of life. Perhaps you wish you had traveled more when you were younger, pursued a different career, or spent more time with loved ones. While it's easy to replay these what-ifs, they can cloud your ability to appreciate the richness of your life today. Negative self-talk, on the other hand, might sound like, "I'm too old to change," or "I didn't achieve enough." These thoughts can be harsh and unkind, often more so than you'd ever allow anyone else to say to you. To shift this mindset, start by practicing gratitude. Each morning, write down 3 things you're thankful for. They don't have to be grand. Simple pleasures like a warm cup of tea, a sunny day, or a call from a friend can remind you of the good in your life. Journaling is another powerful tool. Write about the moments you're proud of or the lessons you've learned from challenges. For instance, if you regret not traveling, consider how you can plan a short trip now, even if it's just a day visit to a nearby destination. It's never too late to create new memories. Around the world, people in their later years are finding ways to embrace the present while honoring the past. In some cultures, elders share their stories with younger generations, turning their experiences, both joyful and painful, into wisdom that enriches others' lives. In many places, mindfulness practices like meditation help older adults focus on the present moment, letting go of regrets that no longer serve them. Imagine waking up with a sense of peace, free from the weight of what-ifs. Picture yourself celebrating your life as it is, filled with the people you love and the moments that bring you joy. Letting go of negative self-talk and regrets doesn't mean ignoring the past. It means embracing the person you've become because of it. With a lighter heart, you can step into each day with confidence, pride, and gratitude. 5. Unnecessary responsibilities. As you move toward a lighter, more fulfilling life, it's essential to take a closer look at the responsibilities you carry. Over the years, you may have taken on many roles: caretaker, organizer, problem solver, that have shaped your identity. But now, some of these responsibilities might no longer serve you or bring joy. Instead, they might feel like unnecessary burdens, quietly stealing your time and energy. Consider the commitments in your life today. Are there tasks you're managing simply out of habit or obligation? Perhaps you're still maintaining a large garden or overseeing family gatherings when it no longer feels rewarding. Maybe you're the go-to person for solving others' problems, even when they're fully capable of handling things themselves. While these roles may have been fulfilling in the past, they can become overwhelming if they no longer align with your current priorities. This is your opportunity to reassess and make intentional changes. Start by identifying which responsibilities truly add value to your life and which do not. For example, if managing a large yard has become more of a chore than a joy, consider hiring help or downsizing to a home with less upkeep. If family members rely on you too heavily, have an open conversation to set boundaries and encourage them to take more responsibility for their own lives. Letting go doesn't mean you care any less. It means you're making space for what truly matters. In many cultures, elders are learning to simplify their lives by focusing on activities that bring them joy. For example, some retirees choose to step back from traditional roles, like hosting large holiday events, and instead spend that time traveling, pursuing hobbies, or simply relaxing. In communities around the world, prioritizing personal well-being is seen as a way to enhance not only your life, but also the quality of your relationships. Now, imagine waking up without a long to-do list weighing on your mind. Your day is free to pursue what brings you happiness, whether it's enjoying a book, going for a walk, or spending meaningful time with loved ones. By releasing unnecessary responsibilities, you reclaim your time and energy, allowing you to embrace a simpler, more joyful life. 6. Outdated beliefs. As you continue your journey toward a simpler and more fulfilling life, it's important to reflect on the beliefs that have guided you. Some of these beliefs, while once helpful, may no longer serve you in this new chapter. Outdated notions like, "I'm too old to try something new," or "asking for help is a weakness," can quietly limit your growth and steal opportunities for joy. Life is full of change, and with that comes the need to adapt and evolve. Holding on to rigid beliefs can act as invisible barriers, preventing you from exploring new paths. Perhaps you've avoided learning new technology because you believe it's too complex, or you've hesitated to join social activities because you feel out of place. These thoughts can hold you back, but they're not the full truth. At any age, you have the power to challenge these ideas and embrace fresh possibilities. Start by identifying the beliefs that might be holding you back. Ask yourself, is this belief still serving me, or is it keeping me stuck? Once you recognize them, take small steps to challenge these notions. For example, if you've told yourself you're too old to dance, sign up for a beginner's dance class at a community center. Many places around the world offer activities tailored to older adults, from yoga and pottery to cultural cooking classes and painting workshops. These environments are often welcoming, with instructors who understand the needs and pace of their participants. In the U.S., for example, senior centers frequently provide classes in technology, creative arts, or fitness. But this openness to growth isn't limited to one country. In Scandinavia, elders are celebrated for their lifelong learning, often enrolling in courses designed to foster creativity and connection. Similarly, in Japan, many older adults take part in cultural activities like calligraphy or tea ceremonies, rediscovering passions they didn't have time for earlier in life. Imagine the freedom of replacing "I can't" with "I'll try." Picture yourself stepping into a new experience with curiosity and excitement, discovering talents or interests you didn't know you had. Letting go of outdated beliefs isn't just about rejecting the past. It's about creating space for the vibrant, dynamic life that still lies ahead. With an open mind, every day becomes an opportunity to grow, connect, and thrive. 7. Financial worries. Financial concerns often linger long after they're necessary, quietly overshadowing the joy and peace you deserve. You may have spent decades saving, budgeting, and planning for the future. But now, in your 70s, it's important to ask yourself, are these worries still serving you, or are they holding you back from enjoying the present? Many people feel hesitant to spend their savings, fearing unforeseen emergencies or the possibility of running out of money. While caution is understandable, this mindset can prevent you from fully embracing the very stage of life you've worked so hard to reach. Your resources are there to enhance your well-being, not to sit unused. One way to ease financial anxieties is to consult a trusted financial advisor. They can help you create a clear plan tailored to your needs, giving you the confidence to make decisions without fear. Whether it's setting aside a portion of your savings for fun experiences or simplifying your budget to focus on what truly matters. A good financial strategy can replace worry with empowerment. Think about how your savings could bring joy to your life today. For instance, use a portion of your funds to improve your living space, such as purchasing a more comfortable chair or upgrading your kitchen for easier cooking. Plan that trip you've always dreamed of, whether it's visiting a nearby town or exploring another country. These experiences aren't frivolous. They're investments in your happiness and well-being. Globally, retirees are finding ways to use their financial resources meaningfully. In Italy, many older adults prioritize culinary experiences, spending their money on fine dining or cooking classes. In Southeast Asia, elders often contribute to their communities or spend on family gatherings to create cherished memories. These choices reflect a universal truth. Money is a tool, not the end goal. Imagine waking up free from financial stress, knowing your resources are being used to create a life of comfort and connection. Picture enjoying coffee with friends, traveling to see loved ones, or simply feeling at ease in your home. By shifting your focus from fear to possibility, you reclaim your energy for what truly matters, living fully and joyfully. 8. Unhealthy habits. As you approach this stage of life, it's essential to reflect on the daily habits that shape your well-being. Over the years, unhealthy routines may have crept in, whether it's skipping meals, relying on processed foods for convenience, or spending long hours in a sedentary lifestyle. These habits, while easy to overlook, can quietly take a toll on your physical and emotional health, limiting your ability to fully enjoy life. Maintaining your health doesn't mean making drastic changes overnight. Instead, small, consistent adjustments can lead to significant improvements over time. Begin by incorporating simple activities into your day, like a 30-minute walk around your neighborhood. Not only does walking improve cardiovascular health and mobility, but it also clears the mind and boosts your mood. If walking isn't possible, gentle stretching or chair exercises can help keep your body active and flexible. Nutrition is another key area to evaluate. Swapping out processed snacks for fresh fruits, nuts, or yogurt can make a big difference. Try cooking simple, balanced meals at home, focusing on whole grains, lean proteins, and vegetables. For example, instead of reaching for fast food, prepare a quick salad with grilled chicken or a hearty bowl of vegetable soup. These small dietary shifts can improve energy levels, digestion, and overall vitality. In many cultures, elders are adopting healthier habits to improve their quality of life. In Mediterranean countries, older adults benefit from diets rich in olive oil, fish, and fresh produce. In Scandinavian nations, daily outdoor activities like hiking or cycling are a common part of life, even in older age. These practices demonstrate how small, intentional choices can have a profound impact on longevity and happiness. Imagine waking up each morning feeling energized, with a body that supports the activities you love and a mind that's sharp and clear. Picture enjoying a leisurely walk, playing with grandchildren, or preparing meals that nourish both your body and soul. Letting go of unhealthy habits is a gift you give yourself, an investment in a future where you can savor every moment with strength, vitality, and joy. Turning 70 is an opportunity to live your life with simplicity, peace, and purpose. By letting go of what no longer serves you, whether it's toxic relationships, clutter, outdated beliefs, or unhealthy habits, you create space for happiness, balance, and the simple joys that truly matter. Now it's your turn. Where will you begin your journey toward a lighter, more fulfilling life? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's support each other in building a life filled with meaning and joy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join our growing community.